Hey newbies, this is Carly from Nutrition Newbies here with a meal prep with me video. So if you're watching this, you're probably looking for some quick, easy, no-nonsense meals to set you up for success with your busy week ahead. Now I've been meal prepping for years, but when I first heard the concept of meal prepping, I was basically immediately overwhelmed. There's so much to do, to plan, and to think about. So my goal is to help eliminate some of those stressors for you so that you can meal prep your way to success, whether that's weight loss, more energy, or just eating healthier without having to choke down foods you don't even like. Today, I'm gonna walk you through simple, easy recipes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner that can last you the whole week. And the best part is, they're all made with just a couple of ingredients that you probably already have in your fridge or your pantry. So let's get into some more comfy clothes. We're gonna head into the kitchen and get meal prepping. Okay, so for these overnight oats, we're gonna use some ground cinnamon. I love cinnamon. I'm gonna add some bananas to it, some old-fashioned oats. I found this almond milk that had honey in it. I've never tried it before, so I'm gonna give that a try. And then on the side, I always like to have a protein source, so I'm just gonna have some of that pork sausage. So what I'm doing here is just kind of measuring, not really measuring, about a half a cup of the old-fashioned oats, and I'm gonna portion that into 10 different containers. I guess I could have said already ahead of time that I make 10 servings at once when I meal prep usually, just because I prep for my husband and myself. So we do Monday through Friday, so that's 10 meals. You can totally do less than that if you want, but that just is what works for us. And so now I'm using that almond milk. It turned out really good actually. So the almond milk with the honey in it, you could do whatever milk that you like or that your family likes. I'm just doing enough to just kind of wet the oats, not make it a pool of milk or anything, but just kind of wet the oats so that overnight when they sit, they'll get softened. And I think that is a really good texture. You can eat them cold or hot, by the way, too. And now I'm just using the bananas. I put about half of a banana. I slice it up and put about half of a banana into each one of these. And you'll see that I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I'm gonna slice them up. I might move some around just to make sure they're all evenly distributed. But bananas are great for overnight oats just because they add that sweetness without you feeling like you have to add brown sugar or syrup or anything like that. And then the flavor really gets into the oats themselves too. And then this ground cinnamon, I got this big container at Costco months ago, and it's lasted me a long time, and it's really flavorful cinnamon too. I'm just kind of dousing the cinnamon all over those. And then I cooked my sausage, and I'm just gonna put that on the side. I like my sausage really well done, if you can tell. So I always like to have protein with every meal. And so while oats usually don't have much protein in them, I'm gonna add just a side of some protein for my breakfast. And I like to heat this up, but like I said, you can eat it cold as well. You are gonna love how easy this is. So I'm using some Mrs. Dash seasoning, some balsamic vinegar. I've got 3 bell peppers, any color that you like. I like the green ones. A yellow onion, some baby carrots, lots of red potatoes, and some hot Italian sausage. You can use the mild or the sweet. And so what I wanted to show you here is just kind of how I like to have what I just call a trash bowl or a trash bucket next to me when I'm meal prepping. It makes it so you save a lot of time. Whether you want to believe it or not, you really spend a lot of time walking back and forth to the trash can when you're meal prepping because of all those wrappers and all the extra pieces of peppers and stuff and the seeds. So I like to have a bowl just right next to me so that I can just throw it in as I'm cutting. So you can see I'm not a very skilled cutter, but the trash bowl helps a lot. Now I am prepping that sheet pan, so all you have to do is have a cookie sheet and cover it with some aluminum foil. And then for the sheet pan meal, I'm just poking some holes into that sausage so it can breathe and the steam can escape as it cooks. I'm trying my best to arrange it all on the sheet pan. You'll see here as I'm adding more and more, it's getting pretty full. But I am squeezing some onions in. I just chop those up. I don't like them too small when I'm cooking them because they taste really good and add a lot of flavor. So I'm adding those in. I cut the potatoes into fourths and then I I guess you could say I diced the peppers. So what I'm doing is just arranging it. I'm stuffing the veggies in every spare spot that I can find, and it's getting pretty full, but I made it work. And I love these types of meals because it takes one dish and it's amazing. So I'm just kind of covering everything in that Mrs. Dash table blend seasoning, and then I'm drizzling some balsamic vinegar over it, and you'll be amazed at how much flavor this meal has. Last but not least, we're gonna have some Italian pasta with spinach and chicken for dinner. I found this rotisserie cook-in-a-bag chicken, and I'm really excited to give that a try. I'm gonna add some cheddar cheese to it and lots of baby spinach. So I found this in the frozen food section. I've never seen it before, but essentially it's just like a rotisserie chicken that you cook yourself. So the rotisserie chicken selection was not very good when I went to the store. So I'm just reading the directions here. The chicken it's a full chicken, and it's in this little bag, and you just have to cut slits in the bag, put it in a casserole type dish, and put it in the oven. So while I was waiting for that to cook, I got everything else ready. I portioned out my pasta, and now I'm opening up the baby spinach. The great thing about spinach is you can fit a lot in your Tupperware containers or in your meals, and it reduces a lot when you cook it. So it looks like a whole lot of spinach right now, but it really will go down and not be so much once you heat it up. I'm just putting the spinach on the side and some cheddar cheese on top. And this is a really simple meal, but it really is flavorful and tastes delicious. I'm just gonna add some of this Olive Garden Italian seasoning that I love. I'm sure you've tried it too. It really just flavors those noodles, and when the chicken is done cooking, I'm going to add that to the top. It's going to be a delicious dinner for meal prep this week. And we're done. I hope I was able to kind of show you that meal prep can be simple, quick, but still give you some delicious food to eat throughout the week. I want to also show you that meal prepping in advance can help kind of get rid of that barrier between opening up your fridge, wondering what to eat, and not having to prepare anything and just having something to heat up in the microwave and eat, and even take with you to work as well. So I hope this has helped you. I hope that you learned some super simple recipes that can help you with your busy schedule.